Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those that stuck with the stream, thank you and welcome back. Apologies for that taking so long, but we've made a decision on what we're doing, and we'll go through that in a second. For those who are just watching the race, hello. This is the penultimate round of the RSF1 Tier 3 Championship in Miami, and we're about to get our race underway. I am BJ Firefish. We have gone through so much in the last 10 or so minutes, but we're here. It's race time. We've got there, and we'll get ourselves underway very shortly. I'm joined by Mr. Orphan. You okay, man? Because
well, that was a lot of a chaotic thing of knowing what to actually do.
Yes.
But eventually, the admins decided that we were going to do this. Let's get on with it and get this race going.
Yeah, indeed. So just to explain, for those who didn't see qualifying, and it was a real shame actually. Let's put, for all the everything that's gone on, the Discord, the admin, etc. That was a game problem. That's the thing that a lot of people forget sometimes. It's a game problem. We didn't do this. We blamed the game. So as soon as we get onto the new game, the better. But anyway, we got that to one side. So what we've done, in a very unusual, unpredictable circumstance, is we've decided Q3 results before the lobby crashed. So, so the top 10, even though a lot of people agree that, the laps that people were on could have massively changed the order, etc. This was the best scenario. It was the less time consuming, I guess, but there wasn't a perfect scenario. I think that's the be all and end all. There wasn't the perfect scenario. There was always going to be things going wrong. But we've got Fish Sticks and Lem on the front row. We've got Dano and Willy Bomb on row 2. Zoms and Patronus on row 3. Rodders and Fruit Boy row 4. 5 is Slicks and Not Rats. Of course, Q2 and Q3 order is as it is. That has not changed. So that is from 10th downwards is as it is as Q2 and Q3. Because that Q2 and Q1, sorry, because that was fault free, thank goodness. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens in slightly overcast conditions, and we should be able to get underway shortly.
I'm back.
All right, just in time for the grid. So, can you take us through the grid, please?
Yeah, just jump on board with Vettel. There we are. Yeah, P19. K1 Skies, or formerly known as Vettel to me, but he's changed it to that, so we'll go with that. P18, we have Richie Chapel in the Williams there. Jay Clates, who crashed out in Q1, becoming a very regular occurrence lately. But yeah, definitely has pace when he can get a good quality. But like I said, there we have JP, or he's on PC now as he's changed his game attack to Jamie something or other. Wee Biscuits disqualified from the session.
He never got going off the grid. I don't know whether he wasn't even there.
Must have gone too early. But then we have Egon there in P14 in the Mercedes. Mr. Neon, a surprise exit because of the changing conditions in Q2 in P15. Same with Legend, who could have been on pole here today. Fortunately, Q2 exit there for him. Button there in P11. Not Raz in P10. Slicks in P9. Fruit Boy P8. Got a bit lucky in that lobby crash in there because of he crashed out. P7 for Rollers. and P6 for Patronus, who would have probably been higher but for that. Zoms in P5, Willy Bum in P4, Dano P3, Lem P2, and Fishsticks P1. And surprisingly, Lem on the soft tire. Did he get caught up with an early ready up there? Or is he really just wanting the soft tire?
I wouldn't have said it was an early. It was definitely enough time.
Yeah. But it's right? They've all got fresh soft tires, so...
Yep. It definitely is a gamble, though, on those soft tyres. They only last about 6-7 laps, even fresh. So he's looking for definitely the gain as well. We've also got Neon and Egon on the soft tyres. Hard for Zoms, Button, Legend, and the back four, the rest on medium tyres, as we are heading for 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. So Lem has to get the lead off the start, and I don't think he has done, actually. I think Vision's going to take it. In fact, it's going to be attacked running outside by Dano, but manages to defend him off. And there's all sorts of cars going left, right, and centre. All three wide.
Oh, collision,
there's a Mercedes
Legend.
off. Oh.
Legend bump wheels with somebody.
Oh. I think Legend just banged into an Alpine as well, as they all go through trying to find single file.
Biscuit's going very wide there.
Oh, yellow flag at the back. Clates and Skies, I think, have had it coming together as well, as Fruit Boys just really overtaken Flicks for 6th place. The top 5 have all stayed the same. Egon's up 5 places in the Mercedes, although he is on the soft tyre. He's got to make that work. They all go through that fiddly chicane one by one. There's a Williams trying to go side by side with Fruit Boy. Slick's trying to retaliate on that position he's just lost. But a relatively clean-ish first.
Yeah, a couple of bumps here and there at the beginning of the lap, but now they seem to have all settled in. A much better start than what F2 had, I tell you that.
Yeah, all right. I'm an F2 driver. Hang on.
How many safety cars do you have in the first 10 laps?
Lem has taken the lead with those soft tyres. Remember, he's got to absolutely
Mr.
push.
Neon's into the pits. He's got obviously got damage through some kind of collision there.
Right, let's bring the tyres back up. So Lem on the softs, next on mediums.
Just came in for new tyres. Oh, he's left the
Neon's
session.
gone. Yeah, Neon's gone. Oh. Okay. It was done.
Joker.
Yeah, bit of a surprise. So Patronus. Remember, Patronus can win the title tonight, but he needs to be way up the field where he is right now. So he's overtaking Slicks. Looking around the outside. Slicks is going to retaliate. Oh, he got a little bit of a bump under the braking. A bit of a headbutt from the Williams. Manages to sneak ahead over the right-hander. Slicks is definitely looking very racy. Safe to say, oh, as Fruit Boy nearly loses it through the chicane, and he's lost the position to Zoms. Fruit Boy's now going to get passed by his teammate as well. All three of the 4 championship contenders, nose to tail. Zoms on those hards, trying to keep behind the two
side
McLarens.
by side with his teammate. He's not going to give it an inch.
It's not what Patronus needs. There's a yellow flag behind me, while Rudders has to be clipped to the back. As the 2 McLarens go side by side, they're going to sandwich the Ferraris 3 wide going into turn 1. All 3 champion contenders side by side at the exit of turn 1. Be very careful. Over the core, these 2. Back out of it, Patronus. There you go.
He did say he's arms out, didn't he?
He said that after Hungary, didn't he? A few races ago. Side by side between the 2 of the championship contenders. The other one, Fishsticks, is already 3 seconds up the road from this.
Look at the speed of Patronus there on those medium tyres. Blue car assumes. Zim's going to try and come back at him. They can make contact. Going side by side.
Oh,
Backs
Zoms
out.
gets back ahead.
Patronus is being cautious there. He didn't want to, he's thinking about the championship there.
You can see though Patronus, because ahead of him is the top 4 pulling away, and you got Zoms on these hard tyres. Zoms is doing everything he can really to keep with the leaders.
See, if I was fish sticks, I would have gone on the hard at the start.
There's Patronus again on the inside. Fruit Boy gives his teammate a little bit of a tap. On a big slide at the exit. And again. Remember, Fruit Boy crashed in the go at qualifying that we had.
Yeah, he's very loose on his setups. Fruit Boy.
Now you got Legend, aka the Legend, who's made quite a few positions actually from his qualifying. Maybe he got caught out
He's
in
definitely struggling with something, Fruit Boy, on that setup.
Yeah, it could be tyre pressures, could be the tyres burning up.
Yeah, he's struggling with the front end by the looks of it.
Meanwhile, Patronus burning that ERS. He's actually having to go at Zoms. I didn't realise he was going at Zoms. Around the outside, you got Legend now. Also, Patronus is trying to sneak by Legend. All very close. Oh, there's contact. A slight slide for Legend that's allowed Zoms to get back through. This is absolute carnage back here.
It's only slight contacts, so it's not like damaging contacts. Like it's like literally they're both all fighting like to get past. Like they're not like literally smashing into people. Like they're trying to give space.
Not Rash trying to get by Legend.
Legends is looking absolutely flying on those hard tyres, considering everyone else is on mediums around him.
Oh, Not Rash nearly lost it. Fruit Boy is in a complete mess of cars right now, and he's trying to stick with his teammate, but the problem is he's getting attacked left, right and centre. JP's up to 10th as well. JP's had a quiet sort of gain as Fruit Boy again nearly loses it. I am nervous about that McLaren. Very nervous. Oh, and again, look how slidey that rear end is.
Yeah. He's getting so much oversteer.
Meanwhile, back at the front.
Whenever he's going in a straight line, he's oversteering all the time.
Meanwhile, back at the front, Lem is still in the lead, but his soft tyres is going to start wearing or start going already. Danos now has got ahead of Fish Sticks, who's carried Willy Bum up there as well. The top 4 pulled away from the Patronus train, or is it Patronus train? The train from Patronus all the way back to 12th. And I keep seeing a Williams or Slick slapping his car into the wall on that back straight.
Patronus absolutely burnt all of his ERS. Try and keep it ahead. Already flashing.
Yeah, only on lap 6 out of 29. And Zoms is still attacking him. So it's kind of split off into groups at the moment. We've got the top 4, quite close to one another. Dano's now on the back of Lem. And then you've got 5th down to 8th by the looks of it. Jamie's now past Fruit Boy as well. I don't think Fruit Boy's going to get much out of this race. He's even losing to place the button. And Slicks.
He's sort of backing out.
Time.
I think he's got damage. He must have damage or something. He's letting everyone through. Is he giving up?
He's not at one with the car. Yeah, he's just slowing down, isn't he? What's going on with him?
He's given up.
It's lap 6, but There's something not right, and that's a real shame if this means that this is the end of his championship.
Mm. I think he's separated or something. Definitely something. Damage, separated. Because he's losing the rear and the front end so bad. He's getting so much oversteer. But I don't know.
We'll see what happens. Zombs again attacking Patronus. Around the outside. Patronus is not pulling away from Lem. Not Lem. And yeah, Fruit Boy is done.
Mm. Yeah, it must have been sad.
And that is a real shame for Fruit Boy. So, in terms of his championship, he needed to make sure Patronus doesn't outscore him by 6 points. So that is... What is that? That's 8th? No, 7th. So he needs to hope that Patronus doesn't finish higher than 7th. Otherwise, he's got no chance in Spain. That's a real sad, disappointing end to his... potentially to his championship, Orphan, because does not deserve to end it like that. Whatever the issue is.
Mm-hmm. I would have carried on, but like I say, I've had a problem like that myself where I picked the wrong sap, and I remember USA one time, Kota. And the sap felt good. And then
Nix has had a bit of a spin, sorry.
Yeah, the sap felt good, and then in quali, got to the race, and then absolute dog. I couldn't even control the car.
Fruit Boy said he was constantly getting screen freezes and his sound kept cutting out.
Oh.
No idea what that is. We're not getting luck, are we? We had a complete lobby.
The game's on its last legs, as they say. They've given up. They give up on it at the very end of it, don't they?
Well, we're like 3 weeks away from the new game, aren't we?
Mm. So I'm saying they basically give it up about a month from the end. Every year it's the same.
So back towards these front three at the moment, as Zoms is again attacking Patronus. Patronus is desperately hanging on to that 5th place, but Zoms looks really good. He's also apparently Zoms also reporting some screen freezes and lag going on. So I'm not seeing that personally, but
yeah.
But then again, I didn't see anything wrong until everything went wrong last time. So,
well, like I said, you can't have a restart now. It's basically it's too late now. I mean, we're past like 9:41. It's too late.
Yeah. Fishes has got back ahead of Dano, so they're trying to keep up with Lem, and Lem every now and again starts to find this extra pace on the soft tyres. He's looking pretty decent at the moment. He's actually carried those soft tyres longer than I thought he would. Maybe this will work for Lem. It seems to me at this point, Orphan, that this race win, unless we get a safety car, is any of the top 4. They're completely gapped everybody else. 6 seconds.
I'm surprised Fish Sticks hasn't, as we say that, Fish Sticks hasn't moved up. But look at that though, 2-second lead, 8 sec on those soft tyres for Lem. Could he get that elusive win here today?
Still a long way to go. Only on lap 9, but yeah, you're looking...
He's looked like he can get a win, and it's always gone bad for him, like, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
So I got my fingers crossed for him here today.
Here comes Ras. Even though Zoms has DRS on Patronus, Ras has got up the inside.
Fish Sticks is getting moved down.
Fish sticks giving the room, nice. Quickly jump back to Ras, who's still on the outside of Zoms into turn 1. Zoms is not trying to let him go. Zoms still trying to stick up the inside through turn 3, and that is good, respectful driving between the pair of them. For Zoms, I think he had to use a bit of VRS though, because he's already flashing his red light. Both of them being shadowed by Legend has given Patronus a little bit of breathing space ahead. I feel like Dano and Fish Sticks are slipstreaming each other. Trying to keep ahead of Lem and gapping themselves to Willy Bum behind.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but...
Willy Bum's style is, I mean, he's doing well, like, considering he's not getting DRS. Like...
Have a slipstream pass from Fish Sticks. Just ahead. And they're going to fight back. The Fish Sticks trying to defend this. Yeah, they're definitely slipstreaming. Or DRSing each other, because I feel like Fish Sticks would have defended that a bit more.
Willy Bum is almost getting into that 1 second, we don't know.
Yeah.
So sometimes it can... Doing that can sometimes lose you time. I know it sounds daft, like...
I think you got to do it at the right straights. If you like do it every single time, then yeah, it starts to get a little bit complicated.
Because the guy in front has to defend sometimes, and then it suddenly loses your time. But if you just sit behind a person for a long time, which I tend to do, right? I just sit behind a person for ages and then wait for the right moment, need a pit stop window, and build up your ERS, not bother overtaking, and then use Zeb to drag you along.
Yeah. I definitely feel Lem is...
Like, I mean, you two, last night, is a prime example, right? Where you had the win in the bag over, what was it, Rossi?
Yeah.
And then you both fought between yourselves, where if you worked together, you could fought at the very end, I felt.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day also I realised that Rossi last night was just on pace.
But I honestly thought that if you played a blocking game where both kept in each other's DRS, I would have thought it was very hard for him to overtake.
Yeah. Penrose in the chat. Good evening to everybody. We got 8 viewers at the moment, which is a little bit low, but thank you for everyone that is watching. Obviously, we had a bit of a truncated stream from the get-go, so obviously, again, apologies for that. But he's saying, good steady fight for 5th, which I'm currently spectating at the moment. Good solid laps for them all. And I agree, yeah, Zoms is in there on the hard tyres. Everyone else got Patronus, Ras, Zoms, and Legend on a little decent group. They are actually catching back up to Willy Bum slowly. That was over 6 seconds at one point. It's now under 5, so they're slowly but surely dragging themselves back into this. So this may not be over for them. They've stopped fighting like tooth and nail for the time being, so maybe that's the reason why they're starting to catch. They can see the Haas just in the distance.
Those soft tyres must be starting to go off now for Lem.
Yeah, it's got to be pitting, I would say, this lap. No, it's going around again.
Well, until they get into the 1 second window, I feel that's when he's going to probably feel, oh yeah, pit then. Because, what is it now? You could go to the mediums now, around about lap, 2 more laps, say?
What did I do mediums? So yeah, I would say 14 laps on the medium size. So he's got to take his sauce a little bit longer. Patronus has pitted.
He's done well though on his saucer. fair dues. I
Hmm.
mean, you were saying that they run out by about lap 6, and he's on lap 12.
Um, they can go to. I mean, they're probably at puncture range about now. I mean, like 6 laps. That's what I meant
I
was
suppose when
like
you've got
how
clean air in front of you and you're not battling anyone, they last a lot longer.
fresh tires as well.
Yeah, fresh
Also,
tires.
you've got to remember, yeah, everyone has a lot of fresh sets of tires as Legends
So,
has
I
got
mean,
ahead of Zoms.
I don't want to tempt fate, yeah, but we don't even have a safety car.
No, despite
I mean, last night we had 4 within the first 10 laps.
yeah, we didn't actually get a lap of racing to like lap 12 or something.
I know. It was like literally unbelievable. You had about 3 corners of racing, and then after that, then it was safety car, safety car, safety car, safety car.
Oh, hang on. Lem still has a bit. Oh no, Dan's hit the back of him. Lem hadn't hit. And Dano's hit the back of Lem. How Dano has not got damage, I've no idea.
Must have some...
It's put the pair of them off anyway. Willy Bum is now pitted in all that. Willy Bum could actually lead this race. If Willy Bum gets out of clean air.
Lem's tyres have gone.
Yeah. He should have pitted. I don't know why he didn't pit.
His tyres definitely gone.
He stayed up far too long. Now, look at Willy Bum. He's come out in masses of clean air. As long as he stays ahead of Richie, he could actually overtake these 3. Dano's got ahead. Did Dano get damage? He must have done.
Maybe he just backed out at the last second and...
Unless
it doesn't seem to have damage.
Unless it was another one of those. Might have been another one of those lag freezes or something.
Yeah.
That we've only just seen. Anyway, Lem is dropped off base considerably.
What's happened to Petronas? Oh no, he's paired.
Yeah, he pitted. Yeah, Patronus wants to get out of the battle that he was in.
As well. That's not going to help him.
Top 3 all pitting. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Very slow pit lane, and in we go. Now, where is Willy Bum? I think Willy Bum's going to lead this race. Because of all that going on, he's got masses of clean air, huge undercut. Let's see. And possibly, where is... Oh, there's the Red Bull. It's going to be close. Actually, it's not close at all. Willy Bum's actually jumped fish sticks. And he's got... Oh, look at the momentum. Can he use it? Oh. Just had to back out of it. Oh, and had a look on the inside anyway. Lem hasn't got his tyres warmed up. Willy Bum has. They've both... A lot of them have come up behind Biscuit.
Oh, contact between fish sticks and Willy Bum. Oh no, it's Patronus. Sorry.
Yeah, Patronus is there, so... Yeah, I was going to say.
I looked at there, thought it was Willy Bum. He's gone for the move. Championship contenders going side by side. Patronus has made up so much time through that pit stop.
Oh, where you going side by side through here? Stop.
Pitting early.
Lem has somehow made that move stick inside of that fiddly chicane. I don't know how he's done that. Dano, meantime, remember he's pitted. He's actually cleared Wee Biscuits and is 2 seconds up the road. Wee Biscuits is doing Dano a heck of a load of favour because Lem can't find a way through. Biscuits pits, but the damage is done. Dano is up the road. He's gone.
Dano is currently P1.
Yep.
But there again, he's on the hard tyre compared to Lem, who's on the medium side to the end.
We'll see. 2 second gap.
That's going to be hard for Dano to hold back Lem on a medium tyre.
Yeah.
I think Lem's pulled off a massive stroke strategy, yeah. Taking those soft tyres, all that away, and then going on the mediums at the end, compared to everyone else. Is this race to lose now, Lem?
Potentially, but he's burned so much ERS though, and he's still under attack from Willybum here. Willybum's is saying, I'm not out of this race yet. Up the inside he goes. Lem fends him off. They've got Soms, JP and Button yet to pit. Also, if a safety car comes out now, that would be interesting. Dano now on the back of Button. Button surely is not really going to defend this. Imagine Button may dive into the pits action on this lap. Yeah, he does. So he's out the way of this battle. So once everyone pits, Dano will be the net leader. He's going to have Lem chasing him down on the better compound of tyres.
Pitted 2 laps earlier. Petronas brought him so much back into this race. He was like 6 seconds behind.
Yeah, he had a massive undercut, didn't he, on everyone ahead?
Shows the undercut around here.
Yeah. You get yourself in clean air, and obviously you had that incident, remember, when Dano hit the back of Lem. Disrupted them. There's one lap 17. We're just gone halfway. It's 5 to 10 right now, which is interesting, but here we carry on. Down on the lead of this race, and Lem is already in that DRS. ERS, they're both the same. They've used quite a lot, basically. As Fish Sticks is got by Willybum. Not what Patronus needs. Patronus needs to get ahead of that Haas quickly. There's a yellow flag, there's a Red Bull. I think of Skies had a bit of a mistake at the chicane. I wouldn't say Legend's out of it either. 3 point... Well, he's just caught about half a second in like a corner. So Legend might... Legend might be able to get involved in this.
So it's a benefit of starting on the hard tyre.
Yeah,
or the ultimate tyre.
As long as you don't lose too much pace at the beginning, you're basically laughing at this stage. So as it currently stands, Orphan, the net 2 leaders, Dano and Lem, have yet to win a race this season.
I can't see the benefit of him staying out this long.
Oh, that's a poor exit from Dano. Bumped all over the curves. This is surely...
Got his soft tyre at the end, I presume.
Yeah, this is surely
they're
the
all
chance for
closing
them.
up to a pit stop now, basically.
Yeah. Right, so Dano's only hope now is he keeps within DRS. Keep putting Lem under pressure. Let him burn his tyres. In comes on. So this is now the battle for the lead on the track. Oh, big wobble for Lem. I mean, in both scenarios, often you got both of them have been so close to race wins. As is that Zoms coming out the pit? Zoms has binned into the pit lane out the pits. Did he get damage? I don't think he did, but he is on the soft tyres, so he's going to be flying, but lost a lot of time at the exit.
Yeah, I just couldn't see the benefit of him staying out that long, really. he's basically a pit stop down.
Yeah.
With 10 laps to go. He should have pitted about 4 or 5 laps ago.
Yeah, true. So I would say...
But look at that, Legend now putting pressure into Petronas now.
Yeah, he's called that gap. Meanwhile, Petronas has got by Willy Bum. Needs to stay ahead, keep on tabs with fish sticks.
He is on the older tyres, fish sticks, by 2 laps. So...
Lem is coming back at Dano. Dano briefly took the lead off of him on the DRS, but at the next point...
I think Dano's still got a good chance in this race, because I feel that the medium tyres will start to go off at the very end. So he's just got to keep in contention. And I would make him slight favourite for the victory.
He needs to stay within that DRS. As soon as you're out of that DRS, you're done. And he's only...
I wouldn't worry too much if he loses it. Because, like I say, Lem's tyres will start to go off around about 5 laps time. And that's when Dano close that gap and really challenge.
Mm-hmm. So, in terms of the championship, even though I'm talking about the championship when they got a top 5 nose to tail, Fish Sticks would only gain 3 points on Petronas, so the gap would be 10 points going into the last race. And it will be officially a 2-horse race between Petronas and Fish Sticks if it finishes like this. And that's only if it finishes like this.
I just got a funny feeling that Legend's going to make it into the top 3.
Yeah. Legend's a bit of a thorn. He's looking for a lunge on Willy Bump, maybe. The bad thing for Petronas is he's out of DRS of Fish Sticks. Fish Sticks just dropped them.
Yeah. I think Fish Sticks could struggle yet.
Slicks is out on the finicky chicane. Might be a safety car. Mercedes, surely that is a safe... The car's already gone.
Oh. No safety out.
I was going to check the settings. A bit of oh no! Legend! Oh, he's tipped Willy Bum into a spin. Somehow no damage either.
I was on board with Legend as it happened.
Yeah, just I reacted like very slowly compared to how that occurred. Well, I'm not a steward for a very good reason, but that's a slam dunk penalty if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, not Rast is not complaining. He gains a position out of that. And it ends a battle that we had.
No damage, I can't see, Willy Bum. But...
No.
I think Rogers has retired in the pits.
Ah. Okay. Well, there is one thing we forgot to check. Oh dear.
What?
Well, 2 things. Safety car's unreduced.
Yeah, it's supposed to be unreduced.
I thought it was standard.
No.
And, what's car damage meant to be?
Reduced and standard.
Have a look.
I don't know.
I was going to say how people haven't had damage before. I think I know the reason why now.
There's no damage on, is there?
No, there's damage on. Some reduced on my screen.
Yeah. Damage rate. Yeah.
It's not a horrendous speed.
Should be on standard. But
It's a small thing.
Hmm.
Small thing. I mean, considering the
does that
rush
affect the
we're
damage
under.
standard rate? I think it's only the damage is affected
Well,
by the
remember when Dano hit the back of Lem,
standard.
and what we just witnessed.
Wait, is it on standard? Is it? Or is it reduced?
It's reduced standard. I think it is.
Yeah. I'm just checking. It's supposed to be reduced and standard damage rate.
Yeah.
Does the damage rate actually?
No. I think it's something
Yeah, it's supposed to. It does affect it.
Yeah. I think it's something like. It's reduced on how often you get the damage or how. What type of damage. Standard is how bad the damage you can get. For example, what we witnessed with Legend on the back of Willy Bum, that should have been a complete front wing breakage of Legend.
Yeah, same with Dano as well.
Yeah, Dano and Lem. So they both got away with one very severely, but understandable considering. Just wanted to get the race underway.
What I was saying earlier about Lem.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Also, if you notice, Orphan, Lem's fuel is already on yellow. I think Lem is already coasting. He's already lifting and coasting.
With 6 laps to go. Oh, he must have been thinking that would be a safety car. He's going to have to use Dano now to drag him along. Could another win slip away from Lem? Could Dano get his first win this year? I said before the race, this is one of his favourite tracks. He's absolutely streaming away now from Lem.
Rossi in the chat, if you want to jump on the comms account and stream and do another 50-minute race, be my guest if you want to restart the race again. We are not doing that at all. I'm not doing it. But yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do it. No.
Be here till like 11. No. See exactly, Rossi. All right. Rossi's been cheeky now because he won yesterday. I wonder if Lem can fight back here. Lem is gaining a lot of ERS by staying behind Dano. And yeah, you're right. He is. Look, he's lifting and coasting already. Oh. Be careful though. The thing he's also got to be careful though is look who is behind. Slowly catching. 1.2 seconds. If Fishtix gets a sniff of DRS, he'll be on them. Because Fishtix knows every position he gains on Patronus. I think Patronus
is out of it. His tyres are gone.
Patronus is under pressure from Legend.
Yeah. So Legends has put that behind him. The contact. I think Legend's definitely going to get Patronus here. Depends on how long his tyres are going to last. But he is right behind Patronus now. It's going to be easy pickings for him, I feel.
Yeah. Legend has no ERS left though. Patronus defending as best he can, but swoop around the outside.
He's not going to risk it. You'll probably just let him go now and try and hope that he gets fish sticks.
Trying to think about this now. So if... Well, this is massive. So...
But look at that, JP had a quiet race. Up in P6.
Yeah, JP slowly and but surely get crawled up
come back at him.
Way. Yeah.
Legend.
Well, Legend is almost out of ERS. And you know Patronus, he's not going to give out this fight. Side by side into turn 1. Very close. Careful. Oh, not Rastus gone again. Oh dear. Not Rastus in like 8th place as well. So, doing the math, so if Fishsticks wins and Patronus stays in 5th, that would be a 15-point gain on a 13-point lead. They will go into the last race, Fishsticks ahead of Patronus by 2 points. That is crazy close. But a position change, either way, if Patronus gets back ahead of Legend, could mean all the difference.
Well, Fishsticks is right on the gearbox now of the top 2. He's looking like that he is going to win more than what Patronus is, because Patronus, I feel, has got to get P4. He's coming back at Legend. He's trying to stay in that DRS, Patronus.
Aaron's just mentioned in the chat, I've just noticed in front of Dano there is a Red Bull of K1 Skies a lap down.
Oh no.
Potentially giving DRS help for his teammate.
Yeah, could be.
Seen this before. Remember the 2 Astons in France giving Lem the victory.
But Willie, they're in the same party. I know they're in the same party. So,
actually, isn't it ironic that Lem nearly got the victory because of a Aston Martin help, and now the shoe's on the other foot?
Yeah. He's not slowing down, Slicks. Sorry, Bell.
Oh. It's all in a knife edge right now. Patronus just lunged back at Legend. Legend coming back at him. Right when he outside that right-hander, but Patronus should already have it. We're still on lap 27. Still a couple of laps left. Everyone just kind of poised right now. We've got the 2 ahead as Clates has retired it. Oh, Danamoose go back across. Don't do that. Good thing damage is on reduce right now.
I think Patronus has got a second win, yeah?
Lem's still
Maybe those tyres
lifting.
are starting to go off now for Legend.
Lem's still lifting and coasting, but he's still in the yellow light at the moment. So he can't push 100%, and he's still got Fishsticks just hovering there, just waiting. Lap and a half to go. Patronus staying ahead of Legend. I think Patronus is much better than Legend in the straight line by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think Vel is starting to help him a bit now, Dano.
Yeah, because Dano got DRS. Which is going to make the overtake for Lem much
He
more
is on the
tricky.
soft tyre, Vel, and he is slashing, so he's using his, burning his ERS.
Matty's saying in the chat, is this allowed? Yes, it is. It happened in France a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he's
Ironically,
definitely trying to keep ahead.
Ironically, Matty.
Last lap as well.
Yep,
He's going to give
lap.
him DRS all the way around the last lap.
I think Lem's done enough fuel saving because now they're both on the red blinking light. So This is all going to be down to ERS levels, and Lem is much, much better.
I think Legends is not going to get a DRS. Or is he? He's just about sneaked into DRS.
Here comes Lem. A lot of battery. This is going to be a very difficult overtake because of the DRS. Is going to go around the outside. Potentially. Oh, Dano's outbraked himself. Lem with the switchback. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. And now he's going to get the DRS potential. Oh, K1 Skies is like, nah, you're not getting the DRS at all. Wow. The Red Bull. The Red Bull teamwork. Is it going to be enough though? Lem has so much battery. Dano doesn't have enough. Lem's got this.
No. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Legend is closing on Patronus for the last lap. This is going to be key for the championship. It's a massive lunge.
No.
Surely he's outbraked himself. Whoa. He's gone. He tried it. He definitely tried it. But Lem picks up his first season victory over Dano. Fistic's third, Patronus fourth. Legend. Legend with the lunge. Ah. Legend with the lunge out of complete. Well, it wasn't out of nowhere, but it was from like 20 car legs back. Admire the effort. Anyway, JP is 6th, Broady Bum's 7th. Richie is going to get Button because Button ran out of fuel. And Russ is not going to pick up the point because he was ghosting. So Egon gets the last point in 10th. So in the end, Lem with the fact that he had to fuel save Orphan, he saved ERS as well, meant he was able to get that victory because Dano had no battery left by the time it came to the pivotal point.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Dano almost got his first win of the season, but it also means that Lem gets his first win of the season. And
yeah.
So congratulations to him. It makes the title fight a little bit interesting now with Fish Sticks gaining a couple of points there, 3 points on Patronus. It could have been a lot more.
Yeah.
But for a late lunge from Legend,
didn't work out. It's a 10-point gain in Patronus's favour.
But to be honest with you, Legend could beat and lose that position anyway, so...
Yeah. Eventually. I need to scroll this down. There we go. Obviously going to be very, very unfortunate for Zoms. Must have got a little bit of damage from that pit lane exit. Not Ras as well. Had the potential pace, but didn't come together as well.
Mm-hmm.
But Lem finally with the victory. Head of Dano, Fish Sticks, Patronus 4th. Patronus keeping that 4th could be critical. It's 2 points, but it's 2 points that could be massive in that last race.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing it. I'm missing the last race. Oh, and there's a 10-point gap between you two. God. Right, where is everyone else?
Where's Fish Sticks? Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Wait for Dano as well. There we go. And I think Am I right in saying, Orphan, this is the first time this season we've actually had the proper top 3 because they all on an Xbox?
Maybe.
It feels like it. Might have to look at that. How do you want to do it?
I'll do
How's your
P2.
voice?
You do P3
Yeah, I'll
and
do-
P1.
Alright then. Alright, let's start off with fish sticks in P3. I presume you ticked the box.
Let me double check. Yes, I have.
Yeah. Everyone else tick the box, so you're ready. Just when we get to you. So we start off with fish sticks, and a important position for yourself. 3rd place, meaning you gained 3 points on Patronus, which means coming into the last race, it'll be a 10-point gap that he has over you going into that last race, the 100% Spain. Game on, I would say, because that can, that's a 2-position swing here and there. But let's start off with this. Obviously, you were on pace pretty much all evening, as kind of expected. Obviously, you got that pole position. Obviously, with the situation with qualifying, obviously we won't go too much into that, but
No.
found yourself on the pole. Lem got ahead of you because obviously on those soft tyres, but you kept with the lead pack. Was there any points where you were settling for a podium, or maybe you're aiming for the win and it kind of slipped away, or what's your thoughts with that?
I was happy with the podium from the start, but I'd say after the pit stops, when the gap between the front 2 and myself was about 2 seconds, I thought, I'll just sort of stick with 3rd, and then obviously, as they started fighting, I sort of closed in a bit. I mean, as much as it's not nice to see people crash out, I kind of was half hoping, but it was like they push each other wide and I can sneak through, kind of thing. But because I mean, Lem's straight line speed, I couldn't really do anything with. I think me and Dano's were relatively similar, but with him, if he had DRS, I had no hope. So no, I mean, 3rd probably, looking at it, it's probably the maximum I've probably got out of today. So yeah, quite happy.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't know if you knew this. Now, safety car was on RAS, it was just on reduced. It was meant to be on standard. Were you aware of the situation with you and Patronus? Obviously, I mentioned now it's a 10-point gap, but and you must have been aware, I put a message in this morning, but you were obviously keeping an eye on him, I assume, throughout that whole race.
Well, yeah, because he was on my the little leaderboard tower thing for most of it, so I knew where he was. So. But no, the lap, I suppose, championship-wise, the lap out of the pits is probably quite important to stay ahead. I mean, but no, it was a bit, that the first couple of laps after the pit stop were a bit messy actually, because of there was a little bit of a struggle to get past some people that hadn't already pitted, but no, I knew who he was, and I was like, well. It's there. I mean, I don't tend to really think about it too much. But no, I knew who it was anyway. So.
Yeah. So Spain, our finale, the 100% as well. Just to throw a little spice in there. What's your thought about the track in general? Let's start with that. Spain, Catalonia. What's your thought?
I don't know. It's a bit of a sort of middle track for me. They keep changing it. I don't mind the last change. I don't mind the change before. I don't like. But yeah, it should be all right. It'd be interesting where people go with the setups on this one, because I don't know if you lean towards the too high a wing, and then you're basically a boat down there straight, and that's literally pretty much the only clean overtake you can do consistently. So yeah, it'd be interesting. So normally it's, I would say, as I'm looking back and trying to think about it, you do tend to get back a bit of a pack there, so it could be an interesting one. So.
Yeah. In terms of the full 100% distance, obviously, looking back, obviously the other one that we did around Texas,
Yes.
you won. So, is it something that... sorry. Is it something that you're going to sort of take advantage of, that the fact of... Because it is difficult 100%, isn't it? Because you can kind of get into that phase a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, similar to that, you know, Kota was the only one, is the only other one I've ever done. So, no, yeah, so it's getting that, like I say, it's getting in that rhythm. It's sort of almost kind of like switching off and just doing muscle memory, a lot of it, and not overthinking things, and just staying relaxed.
Yep.
I think for most of it, but no, I say, even with early mistakes, because it's 100%, you can always scrape something back easier. We've got all that time to take, so. Yeah, if you go in with a little bit less, I don't know, but I don't know. I think because it's so long, I think it could even be you're a little bit less stressed, a little bit more less tense, more relaxed because there's so much time. So you never know. Be fun. It's gonna be a sweaty one, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a sweaty one, but no, yeah, it should be alright. It should be good.
Right, going into your last round of the season, I wish you obviously the best of luck. I have
Thank
no
you.
bias. I mean, you both
No.
deserve it at the end of the day, but all the best. I just hope you have a good race. You know, I hope it goes
Well, yeah.
down for the last lap. You both finish. You know, so yeah, it's official. It's either you or him. So
it'll be fun.
let's see who wins at the end. But have a good fun in Spain, and
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
see you soon.
Well, on to P2. Dano in the
now-
Red Bull.
Now I know why you wanted to do P2, because he's a fellow Red Bull driver. Now it makes sense. Okay.
Oh, just a bit of a gutter, yeah. Today, Dano, like I say, you're so close to getting that first win of the season. I mean, some good tactics there at the end from the Red Bull team to try and help you get the win there, but obviously it didn't work out in the end. But I mean, you must be a little bit gutted, but P2 must be pretty good for you, and you've got one more chance in Spain to get that elusive win.
I think this is the most disappointed I've ever been for a P2.
Yeah.
If at the start of this race you said I'd be P2, I would have taken that every day of the week, because I did not think I had much pace. But turns out I did. The tactic with my teammate, completely unplanned until he was directly in front of me. I didn't even realise he was pitting. So that was kind of just on the spot kind of plan. Half the time he didn't even give me the DRS, which is annoying. But the plan was there at the end. That was the only way I could have stayed in front of Lem, but at the end of the day, somehow he got those mediums to the end without puncturing, which I still don't have a clue how he did.
Yeah. Like I say, I'm surprised he got there with fuel, because he is literally so close on the fuel. If he hadn't used you for DRS for about 5 or 6 laps, he probably wouldn't have made it on the fuel. I don't think. I'm not sure.
I ended the race with 0.01 fuel, so I was pretty close as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, P2 must be happy at least something with that. But like I say, Spain coming up next, 100% race. You've got one more chance to do it there. What you like around Spain?
I prefer Spain more than this track, so hopefully it is one of my better tracks since the last sector's been changed. So
I mean, obviously,
ever since midway through when we were doing this, am I going to get a first race? I always said that's the one. If I'm going to get one, it'll be there.
But like I say, you're not going to care about Petronas and Fish Sticks in that battle, so you're going to go for the win, and regardless of what they're fighting for.
Oh yeah.
So obviously, you'll be fighting for that one next week. But are you looking forward to that 100%?
I think
You-
I missed the last 100%, so I don't really know what to expect from this division. But
Did
hopefully,
you race one last year?
I think last year, maybe.
Yeah, so it could be a new experience to you.
I remember it was actually quite a quiet race, to be honest. If I remember rightly.
Hmm.
It was good
No,
racing.
One of
Just
something
you know,
crashed last night.
no, that was wasn't that the one where it was wet but not too wet, and then
It was
James
Inces at the start.
yeah,
yeah.
James put on full wets when it wasn't.
Oh yeah, I was in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
race,
yeah,
but then I collided with
Yeah,
Fritz
so-
when I also could have won that one.
Yeah, so it's a Red Bull and your teammate that I actually remember the moment from that race.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So, yep, obviously on to that race 100%. That should be. Hopefully, you can get your first win.
Get the legs for 100%, so that shouldn't be a problem. It's just if I can get the right setup for the right moment.
Alright, then, thank you very much, Dana.
yeah, congrats, Dano. I said the win is coming. I mean, you got one more chance. I promise you, it is.
It better.
All right, but well done, you second. And moving on to finally, after so long, we can finally say, Energy Lem, you are a race winner this season. You are the 11th different winner on this grid, which is fantastic, to be honest, in a 17 race season so far. But you've become so close over the last few races, to be honest, ever since, like, I think looking at it, France, where you narrowly missed out. Ever since then, you've been right on pace, right near there, but it hasn't all come together. Now it has. So, and a fantastic strategy starting on the softs. I thought, no, is this going to work? Especially when I felt like you took them a little bit too long. But you proved me wrong. You got it and got ahead of Dano, had to fend him off a couple of times. But you got the victory, so this must feel very, very happy right now.
Yeah, it feels like a long time coming, at least. With the softs, I originally planned to do a 2-stop, but because I was banking, when we did that race yesterday in Div 2, it was safety car, safety car, safety car. So I thought within the first 10 laps, there's going to be at least one. I could do a double medium from there. But then the minute nothing came out, but I broke DRS to everyone, I just thought keep going again until they catch up again. And then my plan was always to take mediums to the end from that point. So thank God it worked in the end. I was lifting coasting for the last, I think, 15 laps. Ever since me and Dano came out the pit together, I was half a lap down. So that's why I just stuck behind him and followed him for pretty much as long as I could, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, I noticed you had to lift and coast a little bit, brought fish sticks back into it, so it ended up with a 3-way fight. But in the end, the fact that you were coasting for fuel actually made you gain ERS battery over Dano, so that pivotal moment when you made the overtake, with that lovely sort of switchback move, you'll see it on the stream back, I've got a lovely angle of it, on Dano, so you were in front, but because you saved so much battery with the fuel saving, as well as you were able to pull away right at the correct moment. So in the end, underfueling was probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, it kind of worked. I mean, even when I was on the softs, I could never quite break DRS to anyone. When I was in front of them, I was getting to like 0.9, but it was always just keeping in because there's that many zones. And then when I came out behind him, I felt like I had the pace to get round pretty much whenever I wanted, but I knew I wouldn't be able to break the DRS anyway. I'd just burn on my battery, and he'd follow me, and on hards, he'd probably get me in the last few laps anyway. So I think I might have really hooked myself up with underfueling, to be honest, because I never would have sat behind that long. I would have just gone for it and tried to run away, and probably failed a bit like in France. So I'm glad it happened the way it has. I feel sorry for Dano though if he's not won yet, because he was rapid. He kept me honest the whole time.
Yeah.
So I feel sorry for you, man. You probably will at least be fighting for it again next race.
Yeah. I think I did mention at one point when it was almost clear that it was either you two. Obviously, neither of you won a race up until this point. Like the bridesmaid without the bride, or something, or the bridesmaid but never the bride, kind of scenario. Nearly there, but got it. But yeah, Spain next time, 100% race to finish it all off. Obviously, you're hoping to just finish on a high, really, because you kind of had a little bit of run of form here now. Could be on a run of 3 pole positions in a row, potentially. So, what's your thought for Spain next week?
Well, I didn't get pole in this race. I got second.
Fish sticks.
But yeah, I was second, but I was the second up, and then the game crashed with 1 corner left,
Well,
and I nearly screamed. But it all worked out in the end.
technically. Let's go technically, but yeah, moving on to Spain next week.
Really looking forward to it, to be honest. That was last season when I actually had a bit of pace before I fell off a cliff this season. That was the only track I won. So I'm hoping that repeats itself again. But especially now that I have found some form the last 6 or 7 races. So the plan is win that one, take it into the next season, and then hopefully I can go, well, not go half a season without scoring a point, and try and make it all up at the end again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really big fan of that track, so looking forward to it.
You getting involved in the title fight potentially?
I have not got a clue which one of them's going to get it. If I really, really, really had to put my money on it,
You're going for that win, though, aren't you? You're
not
I'm
going for the win. Yeah, I'm obviously I'll try and be clean around the 2 that are fighting for it, just because I don't want to end their chances out of just nothing for me.
You don't want them screaming at you if you take them out.
Exactly,
basically.
pretty much. Yeah, I think if I touch Patronus into any of those corners, he will kill me before I even get out of the race. So yeah, I don't fancy that one. But yeah, I'm still going to go for the win because I just need to prove that I can keep doing it, realistically.
All right. Well done on your victory. As I said, the 11th different winner on this grid, which is amazing. Out of 20 drivers, we've had half of them win a race. It's crazy, but yeah, you got it. So well done, and good luck in Spain next week.
Bro, thank you very much, man.
All right, we got there in the end. It is 25 to 11. I need to stop the stream soon, Mr. Orphan, because it is getting late. I got an early start, so but we got there in the end, and I think it was worth it. I mean, we got ourselves a new winner. So,
yep.
I guess the question is, now we've got 2 questions to answer next week. Who is going to be the Drivers' Championship? It's 10 points in Patronus' favour, obviously barring any steward penalties, but I don't think there was affecting those 2. So it's 10 points Patronus has over Fishsticks. And I've just looked, by the way, Orphan, on if they finished on equal points, who would win? It would be Patronus, because he has 2 victories to Fishsticks 1.
What if Fishsticks wins?
I've got a sprint win.
Oh God, I didn't have that. But just how many second places? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so on count back, we both have the same amount of wins. Fishsticks has 3 second places to Patronus's 2. So if it did finish on equal points, yes, Fishsticks, you would win. Thank you, Fishsticks, for that. Because I don't have the sprint results on my records. Anyway.
That's fine.
Sorry. Anyway, we need to finish things off, but thank you for your company, Orphan, and all of that.
No problem.
Alright. Next week, I unfortunately am going to miss this race next week, so I will try to get somebody, obviously Orphan, I know you'll do this justice anyway, and you'll crown this F3 champion, whoever it is, and I will watch it at some point. I can't watch it live because I'll be working, but I'll watch it at some point to see the conclusion of this fantastic season. But from tonight and from everybody on the podium, well done. For everybody watching, thank you very much. I personally will see you all on the next game, probably, apart from one little other thing which you have mentioned before, but that's the awards night at some point. We'll see you then, but for the next race, I will see you on the new game. But until then, see you next week for the Spain finale. And obviously make sure you watch the F4 race tomorrow in Miami before we all head to Spain for the finale of the races. So from everyone here at RSF1, see you next time, and good night.